Okay, hello and welcome to Riftbreaker. So I'm going to start a new campaign here. This is a tower defense sort of... I think it's like a survival-esque, like top-down twin-stick game. Something along those lines. But it involves a big stompy mech and shooting a lot of stuff and then building like a base while I complete a mission. So I'm going to get started. Let's see. Do I want to start on normal or go for a harder difficulty? Might stick it. We'll try hard and then see if it needs lowering. Okay. Sure, we'll just go with campaign. I could have just got rid of one really. Right. Let's make a start.
Riftbreaker Ashley reporting successful jump procedure.
Just turn up like a TARDIS. Oh, which is getting
Roger
some
that.
lag.
Begin field-based setup.
Houston, I spotted something near the LZ. It's closing in.
Right. Let's roll. Right, there we go. So, here's the controls. Not using a keyboard.
Grid jump successful. All systems check. Gravitational strength 1.05 G. Atmospheric pressure within safe levels. Magnetic field check.
Seriously, who uses like
Repeat magnetic
mouse
field
and
check
keyboard for
with
twin stick
stationary
shooter?
equipment. Star system positioning check. Milky Way galaxy. Sycorax belt. Planet Galatea 37. Ashley, we have arrived.
Welcome to Galatea 37, Mr. Riggs. It's so beautiful here. Virtual simulations on Earth were good, but this is amazing. An alien tropical paradise. And we're the first humans to experience it.
I'm not exactly human. You have a few parts missing as well. And the paradise part is also left to be determined. Remember your training, Ashley. We should set up a base as soon as possible.
You could at least pretend to be human. Just a bit. But you're right. There's no going home until we can construct a functioning rift station. Let's start with the basics.
Ashley, construct a headquarters building to secure our presence here. It will allow me to reconstruct if my armor is destroyed.
Right. Well, while they've been doing all that talking, I've gone and drilled a load of stuff up, so let's figure out what we're doing here. Construct the headquarters building. How do I build? Game, tutorial please. Game. One of these buttons. There we go. Headquarters. Looks good, I
Headquarters
guess.
Construction is in progress. This is going to be our main base of operations on Galatea 37, our new home.
We have to protect this building at all costs. You will be teleported here whenever I am critically damaged. There There is no other backup if this building is destroyed.
That's basic training, Mr. Riggs. Let's focus on the less obvious things.
I am required to remind you of basic protocol, even if we've done this before.
We have not done this
We need
before,
to
but
expand the base. Let's build a Carbonian factory to do the digging for us.
that
Yes,
sounds like
we've
a
got
good
much
idea.
more interesting things to do. Let's automate this.
Ionium. Okay. So I'll need some more resources to do
Our
that.
base will require huge amounts of power to operate. Right now, we can only construct some basic power plants, wind turbines, and carbonium power plants.
Wind turbines are less effective, but they work around the clock. Carbonium power plants are very effective, but they use up the deposits that they are placed on.
In the beginning, it's best to use a combination of these power sources. We can balance energy peaks and shortages by storing excess energy in energy storages. Also, remember to connect all buildings to the power grid using energy connectors. They connect all buildings within their area of operation, even if power lines are not visible. Ashley, I'm sure that our presence will not go unnoticed. We should build up our base as quickly as possible.
Standard protocol advises to set up walls and sentinel towers around the base. However, I don't expect as much aggression from the native fauna as in the simulations.
So far, it looks like the long-range quantum scans were very accurate. The local fauna and flora appear almost exactly like during training. Follow the protocol, Ashley.
The environment in the simulation was very accurate, that's true. But the scenario was crafted by Riftbreaker Command. They usually focus on the brute force aspect of these missions.
Do you want to run a brute force check if this is a simulation?
You never give up, do you?
Do you?
Okay, Mr. Stubborn. I guess it won't hurt to set up some solid defenses, just in case.
Thank you, Captain Novak.
At least 6 sentinel
You're
towers.
welcome, Mr.
Connect
Riggs.
all buildings using energy
Ashley,
connectors.
remember to connect all buildings to the power grid. Energy connectors distribute power to all buildings within their operating radius.
Right, and defensive turrets. Oh. Keeps having little moments, doesn't it? I could definitely put more on that, couldn't I? Firstly, let's get someone here. Right. I may need additional power. So let's see. Wind turbines, depending on wind strength. So let's get some extra power. course, if we do want some more now...
Ironium storage is full. Build more storage facilities.
Right, let's... That was a thing that just went past.
Ashley, I strongly advise you to construct an armory. It will allow us to craft new weapons and upgrades, and also manufacture field repair kits, as well as other usable items.
And it will produce more ammunition for your guns. Yes, that is an important building.
I mean, we need more carbonium. And I'll put one over here. And that should
I
be...
don't have enough AI cores to support any more defensive towers. You will need to construct additional AI hubs to expand our defenses. Remember to build more power plants before you do that. AI hubs consume a lot of energy. Armory construction finished. We can now use it to craft new items. It will also automatically manufacture ammunition for my weapons.
Right. AI Hub provides AI cores that are required to manage more buildings with artificial intelligence, like sentinel towers or repair facilities. We'll need a lot of carbonium, which we need more power. These are not providing enough power. Carbonium power plant. Could go there. In fact, don't we have like batteries? Energy storage. Okay, let's try...
I'm detecting a large group of creatures heading towards our position. It looks like our presence is being noticed.
Uh-oh.
Ashley, we don't have a lot of defensive structures. Prepare to fight.
I guess you were right about setting up more defenses. We'll have to handle this ourselves. Remember to use repair kits if necessary.
Repair kits that we do not have. Excellent start to the game. I mean, I assumed that wind turbines wouldn't be brilliant compared to just a straight up power plant, but...
Not enough carbonium.
I figured, you know, maybe 9 of them put together like I'm putting here would be enough.
Not enough carbonium.
Oh, here comes the death wave. Oh, here we go. Okay, energy is looking good.
Base is under attack. Ironium storage is full. Build more storage facilities.
Get him!
Ashley, are you still skeptical about the local creature's level of aggression?
I'm skeptical about the procedures for prepping this planet for colonization. Humanity lost its love for nature after the Yellowstone eruption, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't try to preserve this ecosystem.
Earth is barely habitable at this point. We have to secure Galatea 37 for colonization and resource extraction as soon as possible. Excessive care about the local environment is unnecessary.
That's not entirely true.
Oh,
Other
someone just
Riftbreaker
passed
missions
overhead.
have already secured a number
Again.
of resource-rich planets for humanity. We're not on the brink of extinction.
Our goals on this mission are clear, and our survival and security is the top priority. Damage to the ecosystem is inevitable. You wanted to come here yourself, and you knew what has to be done. Are you doubting the mission?
I know what has to be done. That's not the point. Galatea has to be prepared for colonization. I don't doubt that. If I didn't come here myself, then someone else would have. I believe that we can do this in a better way. We have to defend ourselves and secure the necessary resources to set up the Rift Station. But we don't have to destroy all the wildlife we encounter. Humanity doesn't need another stripped-down factory world. If we want to progress as a species, then we should study this planet and learn how to blend with the environment and prepare a safe home for humanity.
Right. Power looks good. Oh, we could get more solid material storage. That wouldn't be a bad idea.
It looks like we
What
have
else
the
have we
base
got
up and
here?
running. If you'd like
So
to construct
armory.
more advanced buildings, you'll have to upgrade the headquarters building. Unfortunately, this process also emits a lot of high-frequency energy waves.
These creatures are clearly drawn to our energy emissions, so it will be like an alarm bell for them. We should strengthen our
Oh, we
defenses
built an
before
armory,
upgrading the
didn't we?
HQ.
Right, so what does that warning mean then? That's the question. What's it? Armory. Allows crafting new weapons and items automatically produce and instantaneously transport ammo and supplies to the Mecha-Suit. Okay. So yeah, it's producing ammo constantly, I guess. How does one upgrade? That is the question. I guess so, select it here. So I guess that's repair, sell, don't know what that one is. And I'm assuming this is upgrade. So we'll need more solid material storage. We're going to need some, right.
Carbonium storage is full. We should
Boop.
construct more storage buildings.
Don't worry, game, I'm slightly ahead of you on this one. There. Right. Just dot a couple about. We should now have plenty of additional storage. Which means we can now get to 500 stored and produce this upgrade. And we are still not doing that good for power. Right, let's get mines to ourselves. It's going to be like that. I think I definitely need to, yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to get on this power issue. Definitely need to get on the power issue. This will attract a very strong attack.
Headquarters upgrade in progress. This will attract a lot of attention.
We should reinforce our defenses as much as we can. Things are going to get very hot very soon.
Well, let's try some solar panels. Maybe that'll make a difference. And that one went a bit skew. God damn it. Yeah, I've got to remember to move with the right stick, not the left. I guess I'll just roll with it. It's not like we're trying to really smush everything in anyway, is it? It's not like we're desperate for space, so... Not that these will help that much with it being night time now, but...
I am glad we are back on the same page about properly securing our base.
We can't save this world if we let it kill us. Hey, Mr. Grumpy?
Why do you insist on calling me names?
I hope you're not offended. Are you?
No, that would be inefficient.
Come on, Riggs. Let's not be so serious. I had to give you a better name than what they called you.
Rift Jump and Exploration Mecha-Suit Mark IV, Griffin variant. What is wrong with that name?
It's
I'd just call him
inefficient.
Griff. Come on, strong attacks incoming. Get more power built. Hurry.
I can sense the ground shaking. I estimate a few thousand creatures running at our base. They are very close. Prepare yourself, Ashley.
We've made all the preparations that we could. Let's go out and meet them.
Ooh, swamps. What do you want for that? Gotta say, it's a very pretty looking game, isn't it? I was looking through the options and I was surprised that you could enable ray tracing on this. Oh, I can destroy them, yes. Okay, oh, we're saving apparently.
Threat neutralized.
This will buy
Well
us some
done.
time until the next attack. Let's check what's new after the HQ upgrade.
We should start downloading new blueprints so we can construct more advanced buildings and items. Build a communications hub as soon as possible.
Okay, let's remember to build some additional power plants for it. It consumes a lot of energy.
We will need a lot more of everything. Are there any more deposits around that could be utilising? I think we need to explore a tad. So we've got one here. Okay. But I don't really need more of that stuff in particular. Right.
It looks like the weather is calming down. Wind is getting slower.
That's not good. Can I see the wind anywhere on the screen is the question.
Wind speed is at a low today. Wind turbines are less effective.
Oh, I can see, can't it? The bottom, right, under the map, there's a windmill and solar panel thing. Okay. Alright, so that's an interesting feature. Some of these bigger ones I probably want the sword on them. These smaller ones are definitely better off being killed by the rapid fire cannons. Right. Here we go. Will it tell me how much there is here? No. Damn. Energy connector. Energy connector. Energy connector. Energy connector.
Wind is
Energy
picking up
connector.
again.
Did it not connect? Did it jitter? It did, I bet, didn't it? Ah, so that's the power button, so you can turn it on or off. I suppose if you're being super micromanager, you could go around and turn things off during the days and just turn on extra defences off. Turn extra defences on when the big waves come in or something, couldn't you? If you're wanting to be super efficient about it. Right, let's see what we need here. It still wanted me to build that. It's got 17 foul. Let's actually just get a reactor in as well. And we'll stick a couple of turrets. Building a wall. Can I hold and drag this? I can. That is a lot better. Actually, let's try a gate. There. Why can't I build there? Or there? That's a good question. Now I can. Is that the game attempting to not let me get penned in or something? And boop. Right.
Ironium storage is full.
We've
Build
got a
more
little annex
storage
now.
facilities.
And now we'll head back.
Carbonium storage is full. Build more storage facilities.
Now we don't need more storage, we just need to spend. That's all we need to do.
Communications hub construction in progress. We can download all the technology blueprints that we need through this building's quantum entanglement template matrix.
It's a pity that we can't upload anything back to Earth. There's so much data to be gathered here. I can't wait to start collecting research specimens.
We will be able to share all of our research data as soon as the Rift Station is operational and the rift back to Earth has been opened. Let's focus on that first.
Right. Well, that's going to do its thing. We are pretty much good in terms of, well, production and storage at the moment. I think the only thing I could really do would probably be to build more solid material storage. Right. Yeah, we definitely don't want to get bogged down in the mud during a fight. We are at maximum power at the moment. There's a first. We could build some more batteries then. Let's head to the base and put some down.
Communications hub construction finished. We can now use it to download new technologies.
Where do I access these new technologies? That is the question. Use the orbital scanner screen to access planetary missions. Is this it?
Wind is slowing down. The air is getting dense. A fog is forming up.
Oh, here we go. Okay. The pause menu is actually this thing. Oh, and I've got upgrades and all sorts. Okay, let's have a look. This is where the mouse and keyboard comes in handy. That's anyone who says that a mouse and keyboard is the superior input, or anyone who says a controller is for that matter. No, you're clearly unenlightened. The true answer is to use a combination of both, depending on what you're doing. Now, driving a car, get out your controller, or if you've got on a steering wheel. Going through a menu or doing a strategy game, building a base, that sort of thing. Mouse and keyboard all the way. Right. Crafting. Ooh, we can build different weapons now.
Crafting completed.
Okay, hang on. No, shotgun. Yeah. Okay, let's have a look. What can we make? So I've got sword, armor plating, 3 more ionium. Just say iron. Iron and carbon. Don't say ionium. So no, it's just putting ium at the end. Doesn't make it science fiction-y. It's not how it works. Right, research. What can we do? Headquarters level 3. Oh, do we have to do the green ones first? No, we don't. What else have we got? Adapts the Riftbreaker storage and handling algorithms, making collection and use of cobalt possible. Contains blueprints for a universal geoscanner that is used for seeking out underground anomalies such as cobalt deposits. Sure, so we'll get a new resource, and oh my god, there's a lot here, isn't there? Orbital scanning allows it to detect areas of interest on the entire planet. It is used to plan missions beyond the initial landing site. Oh damn. That sounds important. Use biomass to gather on their mission in energy production. These power plants are low cost and have a high output but demand constant supply of fuel. Sure, I guess. Auxiliary buildings. Contains blueprints for buildings with more supportive. No, we'll just... So that's radar. Then we can get repair towers. That sounds cool. Tower ammo handling. Blueprints that provide ammo for defensive towers. Separate production lines for Mecha-Suit and tower ammo reserves. Any potential bottlenecks in ammo delivery. Comes with specialized secure ammo storage bunkers. Ooh. Sentinel Tower level 2. We'll just get the entire line, set it going, and just leave that to do its thing. Sounds good to me. Crafting, what can we make? So we have, is it a sword? We've got a standard sword. Yeah, it's just a standard, bog standard, no special sword. We could make, do I have a small machine gun? So I've got a, that's a small machine gun. That is a blaster. Right, okay.
It's hard to see anything in this fog. It's also affecting our solar panels and wind turbines. We have to wait it out.
Yeah, solar panels are going to be affected by that, obviously. Right, let's make a little annex up here. And we'll place a bunch of cool stuff. What can we make? I guess just a load of these really can't. Ah! Okay, that's dealt with. As I was saying, let's try with that there, there, there.
Ashley, now that the basic base setup is complete, we should start working on our primary objective, constructing an interplanetary rift station. It is going to take a long time to build, so we should start working on it as soon as possible.
That's true. It's a massive building with multiple components and pipeline connections for plasma fuel and coolant. It's going to be the central structure in our base, with multiple support buildings, so we should plan a lot of free space around it. Let's start by placing the foundation. The fog is clearing up.
Right. Power, AI stuff. Let's get... let's see... Sure. And Right. Now I just need a wall. And across. Oh. That. And down here. Okay. Job's a good one. Place the foundation for the rift station. Plan a lot of free space around it. Okay. There, I guess. We need a lot of carbonium. We need... Actually, that'll be it. Yeah. Also... yeah, the fog's messing with my solar panels, so our solar panel generation is not looking too hot right now. What I could do at the moment, though... Slap one of these down here, I guess. It'll eat into that deposit a bit, but it'll help with energy generation during these days. Right. Oh. Solar and wind are back to 100%. We should be looking good on energy, but yeah, I guess we need a little bit more. And this is on a good day as well, so that's really bad news. We are using a lot of power. Let's expand this solar farm, shall we?
Ironium storage is full. Build more storage facilities.
I'm surprised we can fit through that gap. Mind you, you can walk through a lot of this stuff. It's very generous with the collisions on it. Right, energy is fine.
A new technology has been developed. New buildings are available for construction.
Now there's a good question. So has this power line been severed when this got built on it? I think that's a yes, isn't it? Yeah. Have to watch out for that. Don't sever your power lines. Because it unplugged that other little annex over here, this little outpost. Right, we should now have enough.
Construction of the Rift Station's foundation is in progress. Congratulations, Ashley. This milestone marks the beginning of the next chapter of our mission on this planet.
You sometimes sound a bit like Colonel Nordstrom. Do you know that?
I received additional instructions on how to motivate you and keep your spirit high during this mission. They were indeed written by Colonel Nordstrom and revised by Admiral von Blofeld. Would you like me to read what I was instructed to tell you for this occasion?
Oh, please do, Mr. Riggs. This is exactly what I wanted to hear after traveling halfway through the galaxy.
Captain Novak, you were selected for the Rift Jump to Galatea 37 as an exceptional individual. You are amongst the elite of Earth's expeditionary forces. During your services with the Extraterrestrial Science Corps, you have time and again shown courage, bravery, and an unflinching willingness to sacrifice yourself to complete your objectives. You are destined.
Okay, that's a nice speech. It sounds very uplifting. But they didn't read my bio very well.
What do you mean?
The sacrifice part.
Do you mean the Orion mission? You were working without me back then.
Yes, that and a few other things.
Do you want me to read further motivational pieces?
That's enough of Colonel Nordstrom. Let's skip the military pathos and stick to your original programming. We've got a planet to explore.
Roger that, Ashley. I am archiving all of the motivational speeches. I'm detecting a large group of creatures heading towards our position.
Ooh, got a big attack on it. I will say, so far, really good job, really good game so far, I must admit. Very satisfied with a lot of games. You don't, you're in a big stompy vehicle, and they do a really bad job at making it feel like you're in a big stompy vehicle. Because here it's like, you don't just swish your sword and I cut some of these down. It's like, no, all the foliage comes up, there's sparks, energy coming off of it. I think when I hit enemies as well, sometimes I set on fire. You fire my gun off here. Oh, there's not just like a bullet or it's like, daka 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 daka. A billion bullets come out, it rips through all foliage.
Danger!
Brilliant.
A hostile swarm is moving in on our base. They are almost upon us.
Well, good news is, we have, we've got a bunch of power saved up. Found another big deposit there.
The construction of the Rift Station Foundation has been completed. We need to construct all of the Rift Station components before we can start powering up the portal.
Okay, this will be the way.
The Rift Station has 3 main components that require a lot of rare resources to be built. The Fusion Field Accelerator requires enriched uranium. The Hyperparticle Condenser requires palladium. And the Quantum Gate Stabilizer, which requires titanium. We haven't found any traces of these elements near our base.
These resources might not be present anywhere near our location. We should construct an orbital scanner to start scouting for interesting locations around the entire planet. It will allow us to establish precise coordinates for long-range rift jumps around the planet.
We don't have the required schematics to build an orbital scanner. We have to download the orbital scanning technology through the communications hub.
Right, orbital scanning, eh? Luckily I planned for this earlier.
Completed.
Cobalt handling. And we are currently already in the progress of orbital scanning. I am just such a forward-thinking,
It looks like the weather's calming
enlightened
down.
individual.
Wind is getting slower.
Right, I'm going to see if I can make a save here. Okay, I think that's that done. And thank you very much for watching. I think I just have to minimize it slightly there. Thank you very much for watching. Very much impressed with this so far. Just again, just a lot of games get it wrong when they make these anything with vehicles. Like, oh, what were I on a while back? The other year I on Enlisted, and you can drive tanks in that, and you're blasting troops and stuff. But like, none of the scenery is destructible. Like, you can't drive your tank through a wall and then cannon a guy's face off. It's like, well, what's the point in having a tank? And then earlier this year, I've been on well, no, I guess it was end of last year, but been on Battlefield 2042, driving around in my big stompy tank, you know. And it's like, oh look, a building. Oh, I can't go through the wall. Maybe I can drive above this concrete barrier. Nope. Oh, maybe, you know, you feel like your tank's stubbing its toe on things. It's terrible. But so far with this, it's like, oh yeah, oh look, a giant swarm of enemies. You blast your minigun and it rips them all to shreds. They all get jibbed like it's a Doom game. You know, you could probably put the Doom game. You could probably put the Doom soundtrack overlapping this when you get to the waves. I assume when they get a bit bigger. You know, or you get your big sword out and they're literally set on fire and electricity bursts off them as you rip them in two. It's like, yeah. I feel like I'm in a big stompy mech, even though it's kind of zoomed out and it's top down and that so on. They've done a very good job at that, and it's more to do with the destructible things around you and your effect on the environment. A lot of people get that wrong with mechs and vehicles, and as well as that, gun-playing games. They'll put really good guns that are well animated that sound great, and you'll shoot and they'll just leave like bullet decals on the wall. It's like, no, chip away at it a bit, deform the material. I know it's like high CPU usage, but we have modern day computers. They can probably handle it, so long as you don't use all of the resources on the graphics, guys. You know, leave some to be able to do that with, because it matters. And it's just as important as, like I said, the gun animations and all that stuff. Or, you know, in this case, you know, it'd be if you had a big stompy mech and I shot a load of stuff and nothing exploded, I'd be very disappointed. Anyway, more to come in future episodes. It looks like this is going to be some kind of like hub we're building to go on, I guess, missions where we do this elsewhere on the planet in like different maps or something. I'm not fully certain what to expect, but so far so great. I'm very impressed. You can expect to see a fair bit more of this on the channel, and I hope to see you next time for the next episode. I'll see you then.